We're in the Galilee with my friends Shmuel and Chana Veffer, and originally they're from Toronto. So we'd like to hear about your experience. How long ago have you made Aliyah, and what made that decision for you?
We came here in 1983. I had actually never been to Israel before. I never lived here before. And my husband had. He'd spent a year here, and he loved it. And when we started dating, one of the important things for him was that somebody knew what Israel was like before he brought them back to Israel, where he wanted to live. And I said, I want to go live there. He said, how can you know? I said, well, the Almighty gave me life, and he gave Torah to the Jewish people, and Israel's part of that, so I really don't want to separate it. And he said, but how can you know for sure? I said, well, we're getting married, and we don't know each other all that well. We've been dating for a few months, but how can I know for sure? And he said, okay, that works. So we came to Israel together, and we raised our beautiful family here. We have 6 children. And after we went back to Toronto, my husband was a rabbi at a synagogue for a few years, and we came back about 6.5 years ago and decided now that the children are all married and not living with us anymore, we could choose wherever we wanted to live in the country. And we love the north. It's beautiful here, as you can see.
In the Galilee.
In the Galilee, yes. And we decided, since we'd had an open home and many guests through our home over the years, that we would run Zimmers, which are guest suites. So we have people from all over the world stay with us, and I make them muffins from my kitchen and hang it on their door in the morning so they don't get awoken when they're on vacation. But we have an opportunity to meet people from all over the world, which we really enjoy. And we've met wonderful friends and neighbors here in Yavneel, in the Galilee, and it's just been the most incredible experience. Still loving it every day.
And being here, do you see the rest of the country?
Oh, yes. We've had...
Do you make a point of going to the desert, to the Negev?
We have 4 married children living in the center of the country.
Oh, I see.
We have a son and daughter-in-law in Efrat, near Beit Lechem, south of Jerusalem. We have 2 children living in Jerusalem, one in Rechavia, married kids and grandchildren, one in French Hill. And we have another son and daughter-in-law living in Ramat Beit Shemesh, which is just west of Jerusalem on the way towards Tel Aviv. So we spend a lot of time. And our mother-in-law, my mother-in-law lives in Motza Eli, just outside of Jerusalem.
But also we work very hard having fun, making videos about all the great things there are to do in Israel. So when people ask us, what is there to do? We say, oh, we've been to this place and that place, and we can tell you. And really, it's not hard work to have fun, believe me.
That's what we like to do with Inside Israel, with ICJ Canada. And I've been here 40 times.
40 times?
And just in this week, I've seen new things, and it's very, very exciting. So we like to bring Israel back home to our viewers so that they will come.
Well, that would be a wonderful. We'll welcome you all.
Do you have grandkids yet?
We have 14 grandchildren.
14?
Thank God. Yeah.
What a blessing.
Yes, it is. And it's a lot easier having grandchildren, because when you're tired, you just give them back to their parents.
Exactly. What would you like to say to other Canadians, Jewish Canadians, who, in contemplating Israel, what would you say is...
Contemplating to come and live here?
I'd say that this is where the future of the Jewish people is. And I remember during the Gulf War, we were here during the Gulf War, and we had 5 little kids, the first Gulf War, when the missiles were landing. And we had to put gas masks on the little kids, the infants. We had to put into tents that had gas masks built into the sidewall of the bassinet, the tent.
I see.
It was pretty traumatic, to say the least. And seal up the doors and wait for the missiles to go off. And I remember telling stories to friends, Jewish friends living back in Canada, and they'd be listening, and the way they were listening, it was almost they were jealous. And I was trying to understand, why are they jealous of this experience that we're going through here? And it dawned on me that they were watching history and we were part of history. And there's nothing more powerful than being part of building the future destiny of the Jewish people here in the land of Israel.
Now, even though the alarms went off, I believe that during that time, Israel was perfectly protected.
My husband actually wrote a book about it.
Okay.
Called Missiles, Masks, and Miracles.
Okay.
And it was pretty incredible. We really felt the hand of God protecting us. We really did.
Is there a site that you could direct our viewers to learn more about what you've written about?
I have a website, a personal website that has my books on it, called shmuelveffer.com.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's so nice to meet you.
It was great being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please share this video And on YouTube, click the button below to become a subscriber. In consideration of Canada's 150th birthday, please consider 150 ways to bless Israel through your Christian embassy, the ICEJ Canada. Consider becoming a $150 monthly donor. Plant 150 trees, 150 prayers for Israel. The opportunities are endless. Please contact us.